You know what irritates the living crap out of me when the big CEOs, the bosses, I don't know, whoever runs the company seems to forget what it used to mean to be, human, normal, lower level before they were on top so high that, 5 seconds is really important to them for some reason, even though they have so much money. But they seem to forget what it meant to climb up the ladder. They forget the struggles, the time that they needed, the wish that they had. They forget what it means to be on the bottom. And if I ever make it to the top, I'll never forget that, because I understand that the biggest reason why we still have the same issues is because we know what the issues are, but once we get into the position to change the issues, we're just like, it's tradition, we're gonna keep it going, right? The only way to get on top is keeping people down. No, 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 no. You can raise people up with you, but at the same time, you gotta know who you can raise with you, because sometimes they're just waiting to stab you. I'm just saying, why do you gotta be a dick like that? Like, why is it once you become a manager or CEO of a company, you forget what it meant to be normal? What it meant, not normal, my bad, I've said normal twice. I don't know what the flip that means, but it's like you forget what it meant to climb up the ladder. You forget the struggles, you forget the late nights, you forget the times that you needed off because a family member died, a dog died, maybe you're having a bad day. You forget that. Why did you forget that? You forget that we're all humans, not robots. Like, why? You're a human too, are you not? Do you not have a beating heart? Do you not have a family you would miss if you're, held away from them for too long? Or did you just get cold once you were climbing up to the top? Because as elevation goes, heat tends to go down, but the higher to the sun you go, the closer to the vacuum of space you are. So there's no space for anybody because there's no oxygen. So how do you live up there with a human heart? How do you look at these people and take things away from them without it tearing you apart? I don't know what it means to be cold like that, because I understand what it means to not have things that I want, but at the same time, as long as I have the things that I need, then I'm fine. But if you're not even giving me time to get the things that I need, then I'm pissed off, because I need at least a little bit of time, but you're not giving me no leash. Why? Did you forget when you needed that too? I just try to stay humble as I climb up the ladder, because I believe I will be at the top at one point. And when I get up there, I'm not going to change it from where I am right here at the lowest point. Well, I don't think I'm too low in life, but I've never thought poorly, even though I've never really had money coming out of my pockets. I've always thought rich, as in I don't care what's in your pocket. I don't care what you wear. It's all about what's in here, and in here, fuck what's out here. I just don't care unless you're going to show the nasty parts of you. What spews from your mouth is more important than what's spewed on you. I want to hear your mind. I want to hear your heart. Let me hear the things that speak for you, not your appearance. Let me hear you speak. But you seem to forget that. And I don't understand how you're going to be a CEO and run a company if you don't have a heart, because you want to make money, but you forget you make money off of being heartless, by being artless, by being, well, not human, honestly. Like, fuck money. I just want to be happy, honestly. I don't care if I make it to the top, rich or poor. I just want to be up there so people will rise with me, because they won't listen to a low life speaking, even if he speaks highly, until he's high up, even if he's a low life. What? I don't get that either, but I've always thought of never looking down on nobody, regardless if I'm always looking up to somebody. It's asking questions like, what can I do to better me? Like, what can I do to help everybody? But people don't seem to ask the same questions as me. They ask, when's it my time? Where's my money? But I'm questioning, why are these people still hungry? I gave you money. Why am I the only buddy? Why am I the only one fed? I wanted everybody to eat. Like, I don't care if you're around me. Money is shared evenly. I don't ask you if you can't afford to, but at the same time, I wouldn't ask you if I couldn't afford to. I will stay humble no matter how many stairs I take, no matter how high I get. I will stay warm when it comes to touching this. But it's the exterior that I'll keep cold, because I know there are some people that will get close to you just so they can hurt this and break me, and then they will say that I was fake, but that's not the real me. They just took the exterior and couldn't get through, so they say I'm cold. No, you were seen from a mile away through these eyes that are trained, that has a mind that knows better, that you have a type and I know the type, even though the type doesn't always look right. I know when I met you, there was something that felt wrong. I shook your hand, it didn't feel right, so I knew by the end of the night I couldn't get you to get too close to me, or it would eventually hurt me, change me to be worse than the dirt that people piss and shit on. That's not going to be me. I'm always going to think highly of others until you prove me wrong. I don't care what you look like. Black, brown, white, Chinese, I don't really care. I think you, just like me, you have to start the change. Just like me, you have to do something for others to see something so they know what the right thing to do. We're always learning regardless of the age. Regardless if you're 3 years old, your mind is still forming, or if you're 21, your frontal lobe is done. You're still learning from someone else, regardless if they're older than you or younger than you, because the older generation is teaching the younger generation. But at the same time, the younger generation is trying to learn something new from technology, and the older generation has done so. Either you're learning or you're teaching. If you're not teaching or you're not learning, then what are you doing in life? But remember, everything that you do is being seen upon somebody. So you might be touching someone without physically doing that, and that's what most don't realize. That's why I try to be the best and politest version of me, even if I'm not openly out there reaching people and being happy. I stay to myself, like, it's not important. I'm not going to bug you. You don't bug me. That's how I think life should be. I'm not going to stick my nose into something that doesn't belong to me. But at the same time, I would step in if it was at the wrong time. Like, you shouldn't be hitting her here, or actually anywhere, to be honest. I don't care what you promised her. It's just human decency. Have you heard of that? And that's why I don't get when people get up there. They seem to have forgotten what that means.